Hey family, Pastor Willingham here. I wanted to talk with you about an important subject today of systemic oppression. Systemic oppression. Um, you know, it is biblical. There's a biblical model of systemic oppression um, in the Bible, in the book of Exodus. I'm looking here at Exodus 1st chapter, verses 7 through 14. And this is something that we wrestle with in our world today, whether or not systems of oppression, racism, white supremacy, whether they exist, and they do exist. And again, we have a biblical model for it. And so it is part of the human condition. Oppression and systems of oppression are part of the human condition. And we have to be aware of them, and we should be fighting to dismantle them, because they still plague our world in many ways, on many levels still today. But the story, biblical story here, again, Exodus 1, 7 through 14 is this way, is that the children of Israel had become fruitful and multiplied and increased abundantly in the land of Egypt. And they had a relationship with Pharaoh during the time of Joseph, but now there arose a new king over Egypt, the scripture reads, which knew not Joseph. And so there was a political change where the people of Israel had political favor connected to Joseph the dreamer, and Joseph's relationship to the Pharaoh at the time, having solved the famine and that. But then there was a political change, and in this political change, the new leader said unto the people, behold, the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. And so there was a fear of this growth of these people. And so now this leader says, come now, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us. And so get them up out of the land. And so now again, there was a fear. And so with that fear came this in verse 11. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities. And so there was a system of oppression that they put in. But by verse 12 here it says, but the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and brick and all manner of service in the field, and all their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. And so again, the system of oppression in place because of a fear of a growth of people of a different culture. And so this is, again, the roots of oppression, the roots of racial hatred in our world today that still plague us. And so we need to be aware of systems of oppression, that they do exist, and that we have a duty to fight them and dismantle them in our world. And so God bless you. I thank you for listening, and I invite you to subscribe and share this information with someone whom a life that you can help change. And so God bless you today, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.